Hello again, it's Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery. That is a 16 by 20 inch canvas. I have some really super old nasty bottle blue and white paint, probably was mixed with house paint originally, and I put some of it on the edges of my canvas because I want to experiment with the sky. I usually will use an Anita's white metallic on my sky just to have a wet base, but this time I'm going to use Meeden, and I'm going to try and be fairly quick about it. Grab myself an OXO omelet turning spatula, flip and fold on my Amazon link, and then I'm going to put every blue that I can imagine on top of this, maybe with some more white, probably, although I'm not going to really need it if I'm doing what I think I'm doing. I want to use the Amsterdam white cell activator on a swipe card and smear a large amount of it so that I get cells in the sky, and blue does not sell, so it might not work at all, but I want to know. I want to know if I can get away with this, because it has occurred to me that I would like to, but like I said, blue doesn't sell. So this is some Anita's white metallic with blue, Venetian blue. This is an island blue from Anita's. This is a color shifting blue. I think I changed. This was a folk art color, and I've got unicorn spit, which means, you know, if you've got unicorn spit, you can change the color, the tint of something. This looks a lot like a cobalt. This is so old I have no idea what this is, but it's a nice color. And I'm going to put a little bit more. Do I want some electric blue? I am. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to use some electric blue. Go back again one more time. No, I'm going to use some purple. Yes, I am. Let's make sure that's shaken up so I don't put Floetrol right out on the canvas. Alright. Part of me wants to just use my spatula to do this with the Amsterdam, but the other part of me wants to use this rather large card that I got when we got flea meds the other day. If this works, I'll be surprised, but I'd be really happily surprised. So I'm going to let as much of that flow down and over and off. I'm not actually losing any so far. Wow, that's control. Let's do it. Probably just go right back to the beginning again. From the other side, maybe. Oh, I got some cells. And a mess. Since it's a sky, I can take liberties. Utilize my leftover paint. Everywhere. I was kind of expecting some cells, but I wasn't sure what I was going to get, and what I got is okay. Still nice colors. Does look like I'm going to have to torch. And I do see something that does not belong. Let's see what this looks like. Well, it's what I thought it was going to be, which was the first stage of escape. Just wiping the paint that's on the card right off along the top edge. And I'll do it again on this side. Part of me just wants to put my airbrush right into that painting. Every time I mix a color, by tapping the card on it, I get a new combination. I'm just going to use all that right there. Because it's paint and it's wet and it's usable. And there's no point in wiping it off if I can use it. I still want to take the airbrush to the sky. Hey, if any of you have figured out how to put a brake on your turntable, let me know what you've come up with, other than just putting a bottle in the way, because I can do that, but they're never heavy enough. My turntable's kind of raised up. I'm going to see if this is plugged in. Yes, cool. I've been watching some Heather Matter art, and she does alcohol inks. She uses her airbrush fairly adeptly just to blow ink around. I'm imagining you could probably do this with a straw too. I'm kind of thinking that even though I see those weird little striations and ridges, that the Floetrol and the paint mixture will probably help blow that out. Oh, I just got rid of some nice stuff. Oh well, never mind. So now if I hurry, I can take, what do I want to take on the bottom half of this? That's a good question. Let's just put some green on there. And since I've got a card, we'll just use it. Oh, that's the wrong side. Oh well. I'm going to use body parts to hold that turntable, keep it stable. So this is not conventional, but I figure it's the fastest way I can think of to get the paint off the card and onto the canvas in a background layer. Although the OXO omelet turning flip and fold spatula is the bomb. Should you not happen to have one and you see me using it and it intrigues you, it behooves you to get one. They're on my Amazon link too. They're probably on everybody's Amazon link by now, but I discovered them at a local farmer's market, strangely enough, in the kitchen section. I have to trust that that part that's not covered will be covered, but I don't really have to trust that if I put some paint up there. I can just keep playing until I get to a point. I used to be a watercolorist, so I like the idea of washes. What I don't like is glop. When it turns to glop, it's kind of too late to save it. Although I'm sure, given the opportunity, I would try. There, we got some hills and stuff in the background, and all I really need to do is to take my card and my spatula and remove most of the paint right off of it, because I don't like wasting paint. Put a little bit on the edge, because I can, the name of my first book on the Amazon link. Let the rest go down on the end, so I have something there. And I could probably just squeeze bottle something on. That's go in the bucket. Just using my index finger and the finger next to it to sort of do my best to saturate the dry canvas. Okay, so we've got an interesting sky, and so much so that I want to put some purple in there. Yeah, I like that. Purple flash. I like purple clouds, what can I say? And since I already started with this, today's my day to experiment, obviously. Well, every day is actually. You just want to be careful not to blow right down to canvas. I might actually want to smooth that out a little bit if I can get away with it. Depends on how wet the paint is, really. I don't want to leave too many tracks. I'm not sure this is successful. I do see something that needs to be removed, though. Come here, thing that does not belong. So where's my little crib card? I'm going to throw my swipe card into the bucket and look at my that is some dark teal. That's a color you can't actually get anymore. That is a that's a turquoise flash. This is a Prussian blue, probably Grumbacher. Here's some more of my green gold from Folk Art. I want a little bit of everything up here to start with. That was some copper from Deco Art Americana, I believe. So, let me grab the appropriate size card. That's not it. But this will work. No, it won't. Thought it would. Alright, so I'm going to try the white, which may or may not be a good idea. But since I'm in the mood to experiment, and I want a wedge, and I might even use it all the way across if there's enough paint on it. Yeah, look at that. Cool. So, there's my mountains or whatever they are in the background. There's my background. When I'm finally done messing around with that, I can take the card and use the residuals on the edge. So what I really want to do is put paint across here and then drag it down. But the less uniform I do it, the more interesting I think it will be. So I'm going to try and break my habit. I want a little pink in there. Why do I want pink? Because it's in the sky. That's actually the color shifting purple from Folk Art that I love. And I put my green gold down where? It's not like they should actually go anywhere since I'm still standing here. They just become invisible temporarily. Now I'm going to have white. I think I really want to use the white. And I have to have enough color, because otherwise I get really strange. Okay, I'm not using white, so I can use this. This is a pastel green from Arteza. Let me have a look at this for a second and see. You know what? I'm just going to indulge myself in some of this teal. And time to decide what to do next. So if I start in the middle, again, I can do that. Now it's not a huge amount of paint, and I kind of think I might need more. I'm really tempted to throw a little bit of the Amsterdam Black. That's got pre-stained wood conditioner in it. The cell activator recipes that I use for the black and the white will usually be under the video. If you can't find something, just ask me. Now I kind of figured if I started in the middle, I might get luckier. But all I'm seeing is that I might want the black. And more of my green. Because I really like the green. And I'm going to go ahead and try the black. I really want to just put it on there. Maybe I can try a little bit right there. Use my residuals to go right down the edge. Just to spread some paint and go back and hit it again with some cell activator. I'm going to try the white. And I'm not pressing the whole card. I'm just going to use the portion that I want to try and use. Alright, so I am making progress, but I'm nowhere near done. And I have 2 minutes to tell you guys that I got extra large clothing on my legalist site, and I'm so stoked. I'm going to get myself a pair of pants. They're Canadian, French-Canadian sizes, so that's not as big as it sounds. I think there is actually some others. There are others that are going. I picked some specific patterns that allowed me to go large, extra large, 1X, 2X, maybe even 3X. But it's nice to have access to some nice clothes. I don't mind how that white turned out. I'm going to do it again. I've got much smaller cards too. You know what? I'm going to try one. I want the impression of depth in the landscape. And I'm really inclined to just keep being weird. And put my cell activator right across the top, which is probably not kosher. That is a card that has too much texture on it. And I think I'm not going to have enough paint over there, so I'm going to make sure I do. I'm going to go back to my other card too. Kind of want some more white in there right now. I have 1 minute left. Oh no! So check out the end screen on every video for the exhibition video that will show you what the monthly exhibition video is, and it will show you also included there at the beginning that there's a monthly drawing for anybody who's interested in helping promote, excuse me, who's interested in helping produce videos. Yes, it's hard to work and talk sometimes, but there's what I've got so far, so you guys can see that. I don't know if there'll be any changes or not. I'm kind of inclined to want to do something here, but I've got paint on my card. I want to tell you guys I love you. Check out my over 2,000 videos on all playlists, creative playlists, and my link tree is where you'll find Legalist, where the clothes from Montreal are made. And there's spring clothing below the video that's less expensive and still all over prints. I love you guys. Take care of each other. Take care of yourselves. This is